run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About this now, take a photograph. Run it back, look to the front, run it back.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. As he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Johnson. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, this defense from the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. Bring it. Ready.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Colts at 5-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Richardson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Strike.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Johnson.
to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this Colt. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Richardson now on second down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Here's third and a few inches. Richardson looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. It's a screen to Richard. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. To the 20. Still fighting for more. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll try the left side. Richard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Drops this off to Rashard. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 1:52 to play until halftime. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Off play action. Johnson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Off the play fake. Johnson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. This is Fant on the short completion. 7 yards there on the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. This is Fant on the short completion. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends from the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Kwity Paye able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch plan at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicer.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to perhaps salt this one away. Patterson's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Johnson now on 1st down. That's complete to Palmer.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw again. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Johnson throwing on first down. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Colts, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for